Apple just had their 2024 event, and here is why I believe it is a very important event. Let's start off by talking about the Apple Watches. So, Apple released their new Apple Watch Series 10, and it has a brand new, very bright screen, a new OLED design to make it so you can see around better at different angles. It has a thinner design. It is, quote, the thinnest Apple Watch ever, so that's pretty cool. And then they added other cool features like sleep apnea, the depth tracking app, the Tides app, so lots of cool little features that are added. Also a new titanium design and new speakers that allow you to play music from the Apple Watch. So all good little features. This update to the Apple Watch was crucial to the event because it was Apple's 10th Apple Watch, so their 10th anniversary. And they should change the design a little bit because yes, it's the 10th anniversary. But they should also keep the core design that has grown on people for the past 10 years, and that's exactly what they did. They changed it a little bit by making it thinner, better screen, new speakers, new apps, but they also kept the core Apple Watch design by keeping it looking like an Apple Watch and all the great features that an Apple Watch has. So I'm glad they kept it in the middle while changing the design but keeping it mainly the Apple Watch style. So that's why that update for the Apple Watch was crucial to the event. And of course, they kept the price the same, $399 for the Series 10. Now, the Apple Watch Ultra. This is one of two devices that they released in this event that they could have just held and not released it at all. Because it only got a new black titanium design, which does look cool, but not super important. And then they added sleep apnea. That's literally only the two things that they added to the Apple Watch Ultra. And they literally kept it the same design and same name, Apple Watch Ultra 2. So they didn't have to release this update, and yeah, this is one of two devices that they could have just skipped. Alright, now let's talk about the new AirPods, the AirPods 4. And for this update, they made it so it has active noise cancellation, transparency mode, overall just better audio quality due to better design on the inside. These are quote-unquote the best fitting AirPods to ever be released. We'll see about that. And of course they added Find My and speakers to the case and made it wirelessly charged with the Apple Watch charger. And in that case they added 30 hours of battery life while keeping all those core features for only $129 or $179 if you want to pay more for it. But I feel this update for the AirPods was important to the event because it made it so it added a bunch of fan favorite features like the active noise cancellation, transparency mode, and Find My in the speakers. But it also added a bunch of much needed updates to make it overall better while keeping it at a price of either $129 or $179. So it kept everything good about it while making it still cheap. So that's why it's good and important to the Apple event. Let's talk about the AirPods Pro 2. Now, this one device and this update this year can be used by one phrase. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's nothing really wrong with the AirPods Pro 2. They have everything that people want. And this year they did add some health features that do make it overall a little bit better. They added a new hearing aid feature. It makes it so you can have hearing protection, and you can now take hearing tests on your iPhone to see if you're having hearing loss. But this update was crucial to the event because it allowed for all the same core features that you want on your AirPods Pro 2 and the fans love, while adding a couple of health features that make the people who use it enjoy it even more. And finally, finishing off the AirPods section, the AirPods Max, and this is the other device that I was talking about. 2 out of 2 device that was very disappointing, and they didn't need to release it. They could have just held on to it and made a little bit of better improvements this year, but can we at least be thankful that it did get USB-C? Okay, let's finish this off by talking about the stars of the show, the iPhone 16 lineup. Starting off with the non-Pro models, the just base iPhone 16s, these got some good updates. They got 48 megapixel ultra wide, the action button, the capture control button, which is very cool, we'll talk about that later, a new ceramic shield, a new camera design that looks, let's be honest, funny but better, and new colors that look way better. They finally figured out how to make good colors, and then also upgraded the performance by making the battery life bigger and the new A18 chip. The iPhone 16, the non-Pro models, are important to the event because it is what we call adding a bunch of medium updates to various parts of the phone. It allows for a better experience while using the iPhone for the users, while not adding too many big features like the way the dynamic island was or the titanium was on the last iPhones. This one doesn't add any features like that, but overall just fix and makes the user experience better. You can get the normal 16 models, the iPhone 16 for $799 and the iPhone 16 Plus for $899. Let's finish this off by talking about the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Maxes. So they added some great updates to this phone. They added a bigger phone overall, just it got bigger by 2 inches. But they also made the screen better by reducing the bezels, so it looks like there's barely any bezels there. It also added the capture button, which with the normal 16s got, but now the Pros also have it, which makes accessing the camera way better and way more efficient. It added the 48 megapixel ultra wide camera to make your ultra wide shots way better, and it allows for 4K 120 frames per second video, which, let's be honest, is very cool. They added the 5x telephoto lens to the 16 Pro, which I'm glad they did personally. And they also made it so you can take with photo styles, so you can basically color grade your photos before even taking the photo. They also added the A18 Pro chip, which should make it more powerful, as usual, just getting more powerful. And they also made it out of grade 5 titanium with a new color, Desert Titanium. So overall, good updates for the Pros. Now, these 16 Pro devices are important to the Apple event because, well, let's just say that they're very similar to what I said about the 16s. They added a bunch of good features, no big updates, but good features to make the user experience better. But instead of saying they're great features, let's say there are pro features because they really ramped up every single thing they updated. The battery life is the best on any iPhone. The screen is the thinnest design or thinnest bezels on any iPhone. The 48 megapixel ultra wide camera is way better than the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera on last year's phone. The camera control makes accessing the camera way better. So overall, just pro features added for every part of the device to make the user experience feel way more professional. And you can get these Pro phones, the iPhone 16 Pro for $999 and the iPhone 16 Pro Max for $1,199. So that's why I believe that this Apple event was an important Apple event. And if you did enjoy this video, then leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos that are helpful, like this one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!